What's up, family? Sitting out here on the porch. It's 43 degrees right now, and this is the high. It's cold. I love the rain. I love that fresh smell of rain, though. So I'm doing the video outside. I want to talk to you guys today about a little short story called The River. The river. There was a community that lived in a forest. It had a beautiful river that went by their community. And one day, one of the men walked out to the river and saw some slush, slime. The river is normally pristine, crystal clear water. They catch beautiful fish from there. So this was a surprise to him. He got in the water and cleaned it up and went on about his day. Next day, he came back and there's a little more slime. And again, he cleaned it up and went on about his day. This went on for a couple of days. About the fourth day he went out, he saw a couple of dead fish. He cleaned it up and gathered all the community elders and leaders. They came to the water. They blessed the water and went on about their business. The next day, they all gathered. There was more slime, more dead fish. This time they prayed harder and they pulled out their herbs and different things that they use. And they blessed the land. They spoke louder, longer. They sung songs. And they cleaned up the river. Feeling good about themselves. Surely the river will stay clean now. Surely the fish will stop dying now. The next day they came out. And more dead fish. More slime and slush. They cleaned it up. And they set up a watch. A community watch. Throughout the day, they would have people cleaning the water. Because water was their livelihood. One day this little girl came out and saw the water. And she asked a question. She asked, how come the water's polluted? And the elders didn't know the answer. The community leaders didn't know the answer. The little girl thought for a minute and said, why don't we walk upstream and see what's going on upstream? One of the elders snapped at her. We can't do that. We have to focus on keeping the river clean. Go on about your business. Let us elders take care of this. Little girl went on about her business by walking upstream. She went about 1.5 miles, 2 miles up. And she saw a factory dumping pollutants or their wastewater into the river. interesting story about this is that no matter how much those people cleaned their water in their area, it was always going to stay dirty. It was always going to stay polluted. No matter how much they prayed, no matter what herbs they poured in, no matter how much they sung, no matter how much offerings they offered, the water was going to stay polluted. And it was only going to get more polluted. This is our life. And what I mean by that, the water, the river, is symbolic of our mind. It's symbolic of our life. That river is symbolic of how we live our life. We take care of what we see. Put on decent clothes, put on some makeup, whatever it is. We groom ourselves. We do whatever on the outside. And we never go to the roots of the problem. You could pray all day long. You could sing, you could worship, you could use herbs. You could do all that stuff all you want to. If you don't fix the problem, you haven't done anything but wasted time. I'm going to say again, if you don't go to the root of the problem, you haven't done anything except wasted your time. You felt good. You felt like you accomplished something. You felt like you were productive, but all you did was waste your time. Many of us, the great majority of us, are terrified of going inwardly and going to the root of the problem because we don't know what we're going to find. So it's easier for us to blame everybody else as to why we are the way we are. It's easier to blame society. It's easier to blame the left, the right. It's easier to blame different religious groups. It's easier to blame those that aren't religious. It's easier to blame everything, anything else, other than going inwardly and finding the root cause. Most of us will take medicine because we have symptoms. We'll get a cold, or we'll get the flu, and we'll take medicine. And the crazy thing is, when you look at cough medicine and all that other stuff, what does it do? It suppresses the symptoms. It stops the symptoms, but it doesn't fix the problem. Your nose is runny, and so the cough medicine dries up your nose. The snot's from running. It stops you from coughing. But what caused those symptoms in the first place? That's the problem. The cough isn't the problem. The cough is just your body's way of showing you something's not right. The runny nose is just your body's way of saying, hey, you got something going on here. The sneezing is just your body's way of letting you know there's something going on here. It's just symptoms. Your headache, your migraines, all these things are just symptoms of something going on that needs to be addressed. Taking a shot of a drink, hitting a blunt, doing whatever it is you do to calm your mind. Eating chocolate, sweets, whatever. It doesn't fix the problem. And that's why you have to keep doing those things. Because it doesn't fix the problem. It just eliminates the symptom. The symptom isn't the problem. The symptoms are uncomfortable, but they're not the problem. And if all you do in life is address your symptoms, you're going to get worse. You're going to get worse. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. My hope and prayer for you is that you find the courage, you find the fortitude to be able to go within and face your demons. And when I say demons, your monsters, those scary things about you, those insecurities, those fears, those pains, those hurts, those rejections, whatever it is. All of those, the abandonment issues, anything, everything that you have within you that keeps you from reaching your full potential. My hope and prayer is that you find the strength, the courage, and fortitude to face those things. Because they're not bad things. They really aren't. And the fact that you have these symptoms is your body's way, is your mind's way, is showing you, hey, now it's time to address what's going on. You got something going on, now you need to address it. So don't look at the symptom as a negative thing. It's a great thing, it's a positive thing. It can be the catalyst to healing and great growth if you allow it to be. I love you guys. Peace.